let's talk about down 1+2. This low grab is extremely useful for Azucena, putting her into lib. There are many follow-ups after down 1+2 that sometimes give you a free hit. Let's talk about all these options. First, let's talk about down 4-4, the health sweep. This option will hit most people, especially at lower ranks. In order to not get hit by this move, they have to hold down as they get up, or they can spring kick. However, both those ways are easily beaten by others. For example, I would recommend using 4 here. Four beats both the spring attack and also them ducking when they get up. The other fun thing is that if the opponent holds back to get up, 4 is also guaranteed there as well. That being said, the way to beat 4 is to stay on the ground. It completely misses, but the follow-up does hit grounded, so keep that in mind. The other thing, of course, is if the opponent presses up to block, then they can block this, but now you have a mix-up between 4-2, which they could be ducking, getting hit by the second hit, or you could do 4-1, which is the high that makes it safe completely on block, or you could do 4 by itself. That being said, though, to be able to beat the person that is on the ground, I would recommend using 1+2. The cool thing about 1+2 is not only does it hit grounded, it also beats spring kick for a launch combo. The other option I'd like to use a lot as well is Liberator 3. The fun thing about this move is that because the opponent cannot low parry, even if they block the first low, they could still get hit by the second one if they react too quickly. The other cool part about this is it does hit grounded as well, so you don't have to worry about that. The second part will whiff. There is one more option that I consider Azucena's best. The risk reward from it is incredible. Let me show you. It's simply sidestepping to the right. Why is that so good, you might ask? If the opponent does a spring kick, you get a super long and damaging combo with 4-1-2 in the back. One thing to keep in mind with this, though, is that this combo is guaranteed on everyone except those with a back-turned parry or Yoshimitsu who can spin out of it. The other fun thing about doing the sidestep right is if they do a low get-up kick, either the toe kick or the other normal one, you do get the auto low parry, which in heat is even more devastating. And if they stand up pressing up, you still get a straight up mix-up just as if you normally would. You don't lose anything. However, that being said, if they do hold back to stand up, which is the worst thing they could do, but again, most people do it anyway, they don't know any better, then you are too far away to get a real mix-up, but also you're not that far away where it's not too difficult to just walk up on them, you know? So, I like to use this sidestep right method a lot. It's my favorite one. Now, let's talk about when you should be using this move. I feel like a lot of people try to use it in neutral, and that is the last space where you should be using it, because down 1+2 is extremely linear. It's very short. It takes like 27 frames to come out. It's very slow. There are only certain circumstances where I would recommend using this low grab. My absolute favorite one being after a heat engager like forward 1+2. The reason this is so good is because you are +17 after a heat engager using a 25 frame move. A lot of people's low crushing moves they could use to beat this, like an orbital, does not actually crush this low. They get caught and you still get it to come out. Not many people have a 9 frame move which would be required to be able to beat this. So this is a frame trap for a majority of the cast. Because that is the case, most people have to just straight up duck after the heat engager to not get hit by this move, which allows you to do such things as down forward 2, forward 4, 3+4, down forward 1, anything like that, you know? It really opens up the opportunities that you get from this heat engager. So I recommend really doing it from here. The other time that I would say you should use down 1+2 is here at the wall. The reason being, a couple of your other options I was telling you to use before are way better here. For example, 3-1. Look at that. Completely hits grounded, and because there's the wall there, it keeps the opponent closer and they get hit by both hits. Same thing for 4-2. It also hits grounded and hits him with both hits and flips the opponent. And the best part, of course, too, with 4-2, if they do get up from 4-2, they get wall splat. And if they get up from 3-1, just like we were saying before, You know, you get the block and the mix-up here to finish this up. Super, super good at the wall. The other thing that's good about the wall, too, of course, is that the opponent can no longer backdash or really run away. They have to be afraid of what you're doing. You can throw this in whenever you want to sort of just get in to live for free at the wall. This is even more incredibly scary when there's an explosive wall behind them. Whenever there is a wall bound or a balcony break, doing this is incredible. Because now you're in lib, and you have a true 50-50 between 4-2 and down 4-4 for a full launch. There is also one more thing about down 1+2 which I find incredibly interesting. And that is that if the opponent blocks down 1+2, you cannot die. It does no real damage to you. It only does chip damage. So if you have 1 HP, you just got out scot-free. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I made my last video. Hoping to get more out. We'll see. If you liked the video, please do like and subscribe. And if you want coaching from me, check out the link in the description. All right, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.